gentlemen, my name is Andrew, and welcome on back to Leo Gaming. Today we are inside of Bus Simulator. Now, this isn't going to be a Let's Play series. This isn't going to be like a Let's Talk, well, kind of a Let's Talk, but it's going to be more of an update video for you guys today. I'm not really wanting to make this a regular thing, but if you guys want to see this more frequently, where I just drive around inside of a bus for about a good 10, 15, 20 minutes at a time while talking to you guys about things going on with the YouTube channel, Twitch, my stuff going on in my real life, and some other stuff as well. I will go and sit here and say right now, I will be going into detail about what has been going on over the past couple of, let's say, weeks at this point, because I've been away from the channel for far too long as it is, and I'm really upset that I have been away for this long. I will go into detail of my reasoning for that, but let's go and actually get our vehicle that we are using today all set up and running. Today, I'm going to be using a Lion City CNG bendy bus. Now, for those who never played this game, this bendy bus has 5 total doors, and this is honestly one of my favorited models of the entire game. There is the CNG Urban Way. There's also the, this is, I believe, from the Lion City bus pack, which is the, I want to say, A57, I want to say? A57 bus that they have a part of the Lion bus pack. But let's go and actually turn this on. I pretty much got down the turn on of the bus to a T. So it literally takes me like 3 seconds to turn on this bus. Mostly because it's all connected through my keyboard. So let's go and actually get on out into the road and go to our first stop. This is just a pre-made route that I had decided to take off from my system. This is a fully completed network, by the way. I have completed all the objectives. I have yet to finish all the achievements. There's only one achievement left that I have not completed yet, and that is my goal as soon as I can. I hope that I can finish it, though, before the DLC drops, which I'll get into that a little bit later as well. Now, I just hope that this traffic over here is just going to clear up a bit, because it looks like it's going to be continuous. Oof. So I guess this is a good point to go and start off with what I wanted to talk about in this video. Simply said, I have been away for about 5 weeks at this point, and this has been the longest amount of time that I have felt like I've been away from the channel that I've really wanted to be at. I know in the past I've been AFK from the channel for upwards of 3 months at a time, but this was one of those things where I'm like, I will need to make a YouTube video, and I want to make it, but I can't because the headset that I'm using right now does not work correctly. And the headset that I'm referring to is a old, like, gaming headset that I had got on the cheap, which does not work too well as far as, like, recording is concerned. It worked okay for the Twitch stream, but it doesn't work okay now for recording, that is. So there's that, first of all. Come on. That bus does not have one of my drivers at it. Okay, game. If I can sit here and go, please. I'll most likely cut until I can actually go, so hold on just a second. So, we are now back. Looks like I'm going to be able to go right after this. It'd be helpful if I looked in both directions. And if these people would stop coming. I did also want to mention that for this run, we're going to be playing in Rush Hour. Rush hour is basically when car spawn limits are increased to double the spawning rate. I don't know how I'm gonna like that, but we will see here in just a moment then. But it does look like we are okay to go now. Let's get moving then. We just gotta make sure that nobody... Yeah, awesome. Okay. So this route just pretty much goes, if you guys never played this, this goes from like the southwestern most point of the map, which is called Westfield Wonderwood Road, and it goes all the way north into Astra Park. You can hear the announcements as well. I think that bus right there is one of my newly implemented buses along my entire line. Oh, why did he... Okay, that's odd. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let's go and actually worry about these passengers. Like, for instance, this one who's wanting some tickets. Regular tickets. I might need to lower down the audio effect, so give me just a moment here. Okay, so I changed over to the audio effect a little bit, and we should be a-okay for the most part. Let's just go ahead and try and squeeze in here right after this vehicle. Didn't want to go in that screen. So typically whenever the doors are open, you're going to be hearing the ambience a lot more. And yeah. So let's get down to nitty-gritty of this video. So real quick, I accidentally decided to skip ahead to the story that I was going to be getting into with this video. So what had initially happened is on April 15th, tax day here in the US, I had contacted Corsair letting them know that the microphone for my headset had stopped working all of a sudden. And then I proceeded to bounce back and forth with them about trying to get it replaced. And next thing I know, it's about a week and a half later, and they said, yeah, we'll go ahead and send you a replacement part. And here's where we pick up from that. As I said earlier, Corsair had sent me the wrong part at first, and they had ended up telling me, hey, go ahead and send us back the original headset, and we'll send you a replacement one. By this time, it is the beginning of May, right after my affiliate anniversary had come through, and I am in the transition of going into a new job at this point. After this, I went like, okay, let's go and figure out what we're going to do then. On May 4th, I went to the UPS office here in Omaha to go in and drop off the package, or the headset itself. Corsair was excellent enough to go and provide me with a prepaid labeled, so that way I don't have to worry about sending it out with my own money. Thank goodness they were able to do that. And ever since, I was taking a look at the tracking information for the actual headset. Once when May 10th hit, which was the scheduled day that it would be delivered, it said that it was still here in Omaha, which just drove some concerns to me. I then proceeded to message Corsair the day after and asked them, hey, did you guys by chance receive the package yet? Because it hasn't updated on my end. And so I kind of thought that maybe because of the tracking information and how it works, UPS wasn't releasing it to both ends of the party, both the shipper and the receiver. So I was like, okay, well, maybe that's possible. I then waited for a response from Corsair. The same day that I received a response from them, I actually contacted UPS and asked them, hey, I haven't seen any updates on this package since May 4th, the day that I dropped it off, and I was wondering if you guys can go ahead and try and find it. So they did an investigation for it at the time, and lo and behold, they were able to find it the same day. And it was, funnily enough, in Palo Alto of California, which it was heading to Fremont, California. So that kind of drove me as like, that's funny. If you don't know the general geography of California, Palo Alto is just, where would it be at? It would be. So real quick, I want to clarify something here. When I was recording this video, I honestly did not know where Palo Alto was. It wasn't until after I recorded it that I found out that Palo Alto is not near what I had stated it was. Where I stated it was near Hayward. In fact, it is not. It's just northeast, or no, not northeast, northwest of Mountain View, which is a city just outside of San Jose. So you can kind of get where I got a bit confused. And then Palo Alto is literally right across the bridge. You guys are most likely seeing the picture of it right now, right across a giant, like, almost bay area between in the SF Bay area, that is, and Fremont. And so that's where we pick on up. Disregard what I'm saying as far as the past me is over the next, like, maybe 10-ish seconds. Right outside of what is called, um, I want to say Hayward, which is a larger city that is to the south of, um, which is to the south of Oakland, I want to say. Palo Alto, it was literally, like, I want to say an 8 mile trip. Like, literally 8 miles. Like, you can leave right now. You'll be there in about 10 minutes in your car if you're going on the freeway. 8 miles on the freeway from Palo Alto to Fremont. And by this time, I'm like, okay, then it should be delivered by tomorrow morning. Um, I was successful to think that. The same day that happened, Corsair responded back to me. They asked for the tracking information because I don't know. I guess they didn't receive the tracking information at first. So I gave them the tracking number associated with the package, and they looked at it on their end, and they said, "Well, it looks like there's an investigation going on, but we'll go ahead and send you the replacement ahead of time." This gave me some great joy. I was pleased to say that I could not think of a better alternative for this type of situation because I wanted something like this. I didn't want to purposely make it so that way the package was um, was stuck in transit to Corsair. I didn't want to have that. I wanted to make it so that way Corsair knew about the package. They are going to be sending me. They are going to be receiving the package, but I wanted to make sure that I can actually get my replacement. So about the same day that they said they will be sending the replacement, ahead of time, I had uh, got the notification that it was delivered. So I waited about 2 days, and I have yet to receive any tracking information for the replacement headset. Um, that tracking information I then received 2 days after, when I had asked the support specialist that I was talking to, and she said, "Yeah, it's in transit. Here's the tracking number for it." So I took a look at the tracking information, and it was here in Omaha. Funnily enough, though, Corsair, they accidentally kept my old address, which I had updated them on the day after they had sent out the original replacement part. And what I mean by updated address. Please tell me that lady's not gonna come. Don't, don't. Good. Okay, good. Whew. I'm glad that the developers have fixed that issue, sort of. Um, there used to be an issue where pedestrians, if they got stuck in the crosswalk while you're in the middle of the crosswalk, they would just sit there in the middle of the crosswalk and wait for you to go, and that would penalize you by 20,000 euros. This drove some concern to a lot of people, not just including me. I then, I think that they were contacted by the community, and the community basically said, "Hey, you guys are need to fix this." Oh, we're stopping at this platform. I hate stopping at platform 6 with this type of bus. Um, so where was I? Ah, yes. So the 17th, which was the day before this video is being recorded, which this video is being recorded on the 18th, I had received the replacement package. I was so ecstatic, I couldn't think straight, but at the same time, I was half asleep when it arrived. I know that kind of sounds a bit bad, but that'll make sense here in just a moment. Simply, you know how earlier in the video I said that I'm in the transition of going into a new job? Well, that transition has finalized, and that new job is a graveyard security guard. So I am pretty much working from about 9:30 in the evening till 5:30 in the morning, and I usually am going to sleep by about between 10 and noon, 10 a.m. and of course noon midday, all, and waking up between 6 and 7 p.m. Um, Now, for some people that seems, oh, that's unhealthy sleep schedule because sometimes you're not getting your full 8 hours. I don't care. It may be a graveyard shift, but I will admit this. My family is mostly graveyard because my brother, my eldest brother, in fact, he works security as well, but for a different company. He works security overnight. He pretty much starts a little bit earlier than me, gets off a half hour earlier than me. Um, he does things. He does has a different position. He's not necessarily a security guard. More so, he's a roving security officer. So he has a little bit more authority inside of a security standpoint. My sister, she is basically a security guard for a office building, and my sister-in-law, she is a security guard for a, I want to say manufacturing plant, but I'm not too sure. So you can kind of understand where I'm coming from here. Most of my family is graveyard based. The only one who really isn't is my father. He mostly works early in the morning. Let's say like 4 a.m. in the morning till about noon. So he's he's the early bird. He's the early bird of the family. Everyone else in the family is a night owl. I don't know why, but that's just how my family is. um, so again, with the new job, it definitely has adjusted my sleep schedule. And when the package had arrived, it was at about 3:30 ish in the afternoon. So I was like, okay, um, I'll take care of it, but most likely I'm not going to worry about it until later on that night. I woke up at about 6:30, opened up the package with like ecstatic eyes. Like if I had my webcam on right now, I would be able to show you guys right now. But I had ecstatic eyes going like, "Yes, finally!" Um, and so I sat there and went like, "Okay, let's go ahead and test this out." In all honesty, I feel like my voice sounds better with this headset that I'm recording with, which is the new one, and it feels better because I was doing a couple test recordings the night before I'm doing this recording, and the recordings was very, very spot on. Whenever I usually get a new type of microphone, headset, or something, I like to perform what I call the sound quality test. A lot of companies do this with their microphones, but I especially like to do it with my microphones that I purposely buy. Not only my microphones, but also my mics. Um, Ever since I got this microphone, or this gaming headset back in December, I've always been like, you know what, this is not going to change. I'm going to use this on a daily basis. And when I mean daily, I mean daily. Um, so there's that. What are we gonna be doing as far as YouTube and Twitch is concerned, though? Um, that is gonna be a good question. YouTube is pretty much gonna be a concrete schedule from here on out. Most likely, I'll have a little graphic being displayed right now. Mondays and Wednesdays are gonna be Airport CEO. Tuesdays and Thursdays are going to be the Minecraft Let's Play series. And then Fridays is going to be a new Cities Skylines Let's Build series. And that will be released a little bit more in detail on the 24th. So you guys will find out more about that then. But as of right now, we are just going to be focusing on the main part of the channel, which are the current two series, Airport CEO and Minecraft. City Skylines, that will be most likely one of those back burner series where it's there as like a filler space. I'm not going to have it so that way I'm overflowing my channel with one of certain type of content, but I will definitely be favoritizing one type of content versus a different type. If you guys understand that, great for you, because half the people in my family don't understand it. Prioritization is what I refer to it as. So, we are halfway through this route, and I'm literally almost out of things to talk about. Ah, yes. The Twitch schedule. Twitch schedule is going to be released on a weekly basis. If you want to find out that schedule, you can go and take a look at my Twitter page. I will be mostly active on there as it is my number one way of communicating things that are going on in my real life. It's also my number one of way of sharing my Twitch streams, my YouTube content, as well as some other stuff that I do in the meantime. Occasionally, I will like share out my friends on Twitter their stuff on there. But most of the time, it's gonna be my stuff. And when I mean my stuff, I mean just like,
I have an appointment.
well, you can wait for your appointment, sir. When I mean my stuff, it's usually like giveaways, content updates, some Twitch streams, and some other various things that would fall into place with that. Um, and speaking of content giveaways, there is actually a giveaway going on right now. I tweeted it out about a week and a half ago. Not a week and a half ago, actually. It was 2 weeks at this point. I tweeted it out on the 5th of May, Cinco de Mayo, for those who are fascinated with Mexican culture. Cinco de Mayo was the day that I released that tweet, or not the tweet, but the actual giveaway. I didn't actually release the tweet itself until the day after, as I was extremely busy on Cinco de Mayo with work and everything. So what's going on with that giveaway? Well, the giveaway is currently going on with 0 entries right now. And some may be asking, what is the giveaway? Because I've never seen you do a giveaway. I occasionally like to do giveaways over on my Twitch channel or even on my Twitter channel or Twitter page. You can go and find out more about that. Take a look down below. You guys can find the link there. Um, and I'm always going to be being proactive with those giveaways. I've yet to tweet it out a second time since then, but I will be tweeting it out the day after this video releases. So there is that. Also, I haven't had the... Stop. Okay. I haven't yet I lost my train of thought there. um, well, what else would there be well, actually, the details about the giveaway. That's where I was getting at. The details about the giveaway are as follows. You can go ahead and enter one of, I believe, 10 different entryways, and there are going to be more entryways inserted in here within the next, I want to say, couple days after this video is released, because I do want to give some last minute encouragement to go ahead and put in some more actions into the actual giveaway itself. So what the giveaway is that it's simply your choice of one of five, or not one of five, but one of the many games that are available within my Steam games redemption list. Now, in order to go and redeem this, you do need to be following me over on Twitter, and you do need to be following me over on Twitch. And then you do need to have access to the email account that you would be signing in through. You can either sign in through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or even like I think you could sign in through Twitch and Discord if you got those. Of course, I do. But yeah, that's me. Um, but yeah, as long as you sign in with an account that, of course, has a valid email address, you will be receiving uh, an email if you do win. This email is simply just going to be like, hey, please respond back to the email as you have, like, for instance, placed third in the giveaway. Now, the way it's going to work is first place is going to have a priority. Second place is second priority, and so on and so forth up till fifth place. Fifth place is the final prize for the giveaway, and there is that. Let's see here. Another ticket. Okay. So there is that. What else could I go and share with you guys here a little bit? So, one thing that just came to mind is I want to go ahead and start making the idea of getting some actual game reviews going on the channel. My channel is called Leo Gaming, but it's mostly a Leo Gaming platform or a gaming platform for Let's Play series. It's not necessarily a gaming platform for reviews or like showcase videos or anything like that. So I think that's what I'm mostly going to be focusing on a little bit in the future. I might have the occasional video where I'm going into a deep review. Like, for instance, Bus Simulator 18. This one right here. I'm most likely going to do a game review of this eventually. I've done game reviews for Cities in Motion 2. I think I've done one for Transport Fever. And I think I've also done one for City Skylines. All these reviews have received good marks from the community of those said games. And I will admit, I am curious about making a review for Bus Simulator 18. If you guys want to see reviews, go and let me know. I just want to know, like, who would be interested in seeing these. Because I know some channels do them, and they make good views out of them. They get a lot of people going like, when's the next game review coming out? Like, I know that there are channels like that. If you want to see game reviews, let me know in the comment section down below. So that way I can actually look out for that and go like, hey, these people want a game review, let's go and give them a game review. I'm not going to pick any random game. I'm going to pick a game that I either feel passionate about or deserves more credit where credit is due. Now, occasionally, I will select a game that is outside of my comfort zone, and what I mean by that is that it is like a survival-based game. Most of the games that I play on my channel is a simulation and strategy game, but if you watch my Twitch channel at all, you will know that half the games that I play on there are MMO based, RPG based, or even survival based. So that is the main point I want to make there. So there will be the occasional like out of genre type video. Like I know a couple months back I did a Leo Plays video, which I really want to bring the Leo Plays series back. Trust me, but over the past they have not performed well. Um, but anyway, a couple months ago I did the Gone Home series. Now I'm not too sure when I will do another video related to Gone Home, but I've reached a stale point inside of that uh, video, or not that video, but inside of that game, where I don't know where to go after that. So if you guys want to take a look at that, go and take a look at it. Want to say part 3. If you guys take a look at the Leo Plays series, you'll go ahead and see that as one of the most recently added videos on there. So take a look out for that. If you guys want to see more of that, let me know as well. Um, and on that case, then we're almost done. We literally have about, I want to say, 4 more stops before we are finished with this uh, run. So there is that. Also, if you guys want to see me do like some sort of like Steam workshop or update video, like saying, hey, these new assets are now available on Steam Workshop as provided by like the mod authors for blah 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 blah. I'll occasionally do that, but I think that I'll only do that inside of the videos that make sense to do it. Like for instance with Airport CEO, how you can actually have shared airports on there. So I will find a way to go ahead and do that. So on that note then, what else could I talk about here? At this point, I'm just finding some random things to go and talk about. So yeah. Oh, for those who are wondering, this profile that I'm playing with right now is actually my stream profile. So if you see me play Bus Sim, this is most likely the profile that I am using. We've been using this ever since we got the game, which was back in, I want to say, June of last year? Maybe? I'm not too sure. Little text will be popping up somewhere around here letting you know, saying, hey, it was actually this day that it was released. Yeah. So we've been playing it hardcore ever since. There has been the occasional moment where we do hit a bug or two that would force us to basically restart the profile, and I hated doing that. I absolutely hated doing that. There was the occasional problem where one of the scenario sets, well, not scenario sets, but objectives, sat there and said, have two vehicle, or not two vehicles, I think it said, no, two vehicles, yeah. Two vehicles running on each route and generate income from drivers on those routes. Now, initial thought makes you think, okay, fairly simple. There was a period of the time when this um, objective was broken. And I'm not kidding you, it was broken. Why was it broken? For one simple reason. Um, there was a bug with the map at the time where it wouldn't register the amount of drivers to an associated route. Now, for those who are curious, I am going to be reversing the use of route and route a lot whenever I play these games, because I'm not going to sit here and be grammarly accurate. I'm going to sit here and use whatever term I feel works best for me, in all honesty. But anyway, it did cause a lot of trouble, and it did cause some issues for a lot of people. I remember back when I first started playing, I received a raid from a fellow Twitch streamer, and he said that he was level 22. I was like, oh, cool, that's pretty nice. How does it feel doing that? And he's like, it's pretty good, aside from the fact that there's a bug with the one of the objectives. And I was like, I'm not too sure what objective set that could be, but who knows? Who knows? In all honesty, that was when I then found out about that bug. Oh my goodness gracious, people! We're not even going that much farther. Okay. People, stop getting tickets. I'm literally running historically late right now, people. Go, 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 go. Oh, come on. This is one thing I hate about the rush hour set rules. And when I refer to rush hour, I'm going to be referring to it as a set rule, as it is a randomly generated algorithm that, like, I don't know if it doubles or just increases the traffic level to a horrendous amount, but I really wish that there was a period of time when the game would sit there and say, okay, maybe we won't create vehicles in this specific area, or maybe there is too many vehicles already generated, let's not generate anymore. And occasionally that would happen. Too late, yeah. Well, we are 5.5 minutes late. Let's go and get you taken care of very quickly. Oh, I gave him too much change. I gave him back 240 instead of 140. Oh well. So, what else? Where did I leave off? Because I totally lost my train of thought. Again. Um. So for those who are curious, the stream schedule. The stream schedule is gonna be, of course, as I said earlier in the video, released over on Twitch, Twitter, and shared onto Discord. If you want to take a look at those channels or those pages, go ahead and take a look down in the description. There is always a link to it in each one of my videos for Twitter, Discord, and all of my other social media associated with the Leo Gaming account. Let's see here. Okay. Is Astra Promenade our last stop? I'm not too sure. No, it is not. Okay. We have one stop literally right after that, and then we are pretty much done with this route, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. It's only going to take us about another 2 minutes to complete up this route, because I do got some outro stuff that I'm going to go and sit here and share with you guys for about a good, 45 to 30 seconds. Oh my god, very bright along here. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Good. Okay. Too late, yes, we know. We are close to 7 minutes late. Um, this is definitely a money grabber route, so I'm going to be keeping it. Give me just a second. student 1. Sorry if I'm being very quiet whenever I'm doing these whole ticket things, because I like to concentrate whenever I'm doing them, so that way I don't mess up. So yeah, Twitch streams are going to be announced on Twitter and on Discord. As I said, it is going to be released inside of the, it is going to be released over there. If you guys, and of course, they're always in the description, as I said. If you guys want to have, that was a close one. I did not realize that till like last second. That guy didn't even get affected by the speed bump. Oh darn. I love how vehicles try to overpass you on this road when you're really just going just as fast as them. This is the last stop. Okay, we're gonna get out of the cab here for a moment. And this is our final stop. Now I called this route the downtown or the crosstown commuter, as you're basically going from one end of the city all the way over across to the other end of the city, and you're going straight through downtown and the old town area. So it kind of just makes sense in my opinion. So, last thing to go and wrap up here, ladies and gentlemen, I am considering sometime in the future creating what is referred to as kind of like a Q&A video. If you guys want to see a Q&A video, leave me a question or a comment that you want to have answered down in the description, because this gives me the opportunity to go and sit here and share what my opinions are on certain subjects. Now, I will go and cross the line at certain um, ideas or certain questions, such as in political questions, because there's always going to be a rant with those, as let's just face it, the political parties within North America are chaotic and they are broken. That's all there is. It's meant to be a It's meant to be a democratic society, or democratic republic party, or democratic republic, whatever it is. It's just broken. It needs to be fixed somehow. So anyway, this is all I got time for today, ladies and gentlemen. Before we go and end off the video, let's go and actually see how much this route has made us. Okay, we did get 9 late arrivals to bus stops. Well, that makes sense, I guess. 24K, that doesn't sound like a lot. We did get a lot of buses leveled up. A lot of them leveled up. West Spoke is almost leveled up to 14. Not bad. Central Bus Station doesn't level up anymore, as it's now level 50. So there's that. And if I do recall, let me actually take a look at the scene here. Come on, you gonna show me? Ah, yes. It didn't show up inside of the game, but I have just completed the last and final achievement. So there's that. Anyway, this is our network. And for those who are curious, the DLC that is dropping next week for this game, I am going to be playing that for sure. It is mostly stationed around this second half of the map down this way. It's going to include a new airport. It's going to include a couple new provinces and a new like town area kind of down here. So that's going to be relatively interesting. I've already seen a little bit of it. It looks gorgeous. Like, this area gets a little bit transformed. You don't see like a low ridge line right here. You see kind of like a rocky cliff face for the roadway right there. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, if you have enjoyed this video and you want to see more of this series, please do go ahead and hit that like button. If you are feeling more complicated than a thumbs up or a thumbs down, please leave it in the comment section. And don't forget, go and leave a question if you guys want to see a Q&A sometime here pretty soon. And I will see you guys over here for another video next time. Bye bye for now.
I remember the ocean, memories that